if your family has ever called you crazy for seeing what they refuse to see, if you're the one who feels everyone else's pain but gets no credit for carrying it, if you cry in bathrooms at family gatherings because you're the only one who notices the dysfunction, then what I'm about to tell you will change your life forever. You're not broken. You're not too sensitive. You're what I call a family guardian. And there's only one in every bloodline. Your family thinks you're the problem because you see the problem. But here's the truth they'll never admit. You are not their burden. You are their blessing. You're not their weakness. You're their warrior. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to prove why your biggest flaw is actually your greatest spiritual gift. But first, I need you to do something that might scare you. I want you to stop apologizing for who you are right now, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why God made you exactly this way on purpose. If you're ready to stop shrinking and start owning your power, smash that like button. Not for me, but for the person you used to be who thought something was wrong with them. Hit subscribe because we're about to break some generational lies together. And drop 707 in the comments. That's the biblical number for completion, because today we complete the lie that you're too much. The truth about being too much. Let me tell you something nobody else will. Your family didn't make you the problem because you are the problem. They made you the problem because you see the problem. Think about it. Who gets the most heat in your family? The one who asks uncomfortable questions. The one who won't pretend addiction isn't happening. The one who notices the emotional abuse and speaks up. The one who refuses to smile when inside they're screaming. That's not coincidence, that's assignment. Every family system has an unspoken rule. Don't rock the boat. But God put you in that boat to rock it, not to destroy it, to save it from sinking. You know what your family calls dysfunction? Normal. You know what they call normal? Uncomfortable truth. And you know what they call you? The troublemaker. But here's what heaven calls you: the pattern breaker. Your sensitivity isn't a bug, it's a feature. Your questions aren't rebellion, they're revelation. Your refusal to accept this is just how we are isn't stubbornness, it's strength. And I can prove it to you right now. Think about the biggest family crisis in the last 5 years. Who saw it coming first? Who tried to warn people? Who got ignored until it was too late? That was you, wasn't it? That's because you don't just live in your family. You guard it, whether they know it or not. The spiritual science behind family selection. Now let me blow your mind with something most pastors won't teach you. God doesn't randomly assign sensitive souls to families. There's a spiritual science to it. In every bloodline, there are what I call generational guardians. These are souls specifically coded to see beyond the surface, feel beyond the normal, and break beyond the patterns. But here's the catch. They don't get placed in healthy families. They get placed in families that need healing. Think about it like this. You don't send a doctor to healthy people. You send them where there's sickness. You don't send a firefighter where there's no fire. You send them where there's smoke. That's why you feel like you don't fit. You weren't designed to fit. You were designed to fix. Even Jesus said, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." You're not sick, you're the medicine. But medicine always tastes bitter to the person who needs it most. Your family's resistance to you isn't personal, it's predictable. Systems don't want to change, even when they're broken. They want to stay broken and call it normal. But you have what I call holy dissatisfaction. You can't accept broken as normal because your spirit knows what whole looks like. Maybe you've spent years thinking you were adopted. Maybe you've wondered if you came from a different planet. Maybe you've asked God why he put you in a family that doesn't get you. Here's your answer. Because they needed you more than you needed them to understand you. But wait, before we go deeper, I need to tell you about the 3 signs that prove you're not just sensitive, you are selected. And sign number 3 is going to explain why you feel exhausted after family gatherings, even when nothing dramatic happened. If you recognize even one of these signs, your whole family story is about to make perfect sense. Keep watching. The 3 signs of a generational guardian. Sign number 1, the energy radar. You walk into a room and immediately know who's angry, who's hiding something, who's in pain, even when they're smiling. Your family thinks you're paranoid. You're not paranoid, you're perceptive. God gave you spiritual radar because someone in that room needs to be seen. They can't ask for help, so your spirit picks up their distress signal. Sign number 2, the historical headache. You know family stories that happened before you were born. You feel trauma from generations back. You have nightmares about things that didn't happen to you. They happened to your great-grandmother. This isn't mental illness. This is spiritual inheritance. You're carrying the emotional DNA of your bloodline, so you can heal what they couldn't. Sign number 3, the gathering exhaustion. After family events, you need 3 days to recover. Everyone else had fun. You feel like you ran a marathon. That's because while they were eating and laughing, you were energetically holding space for everyone's unspoken pain. You're not antisocial. You're an unconscious therapist. Your nervous system was doing overtime, trying to regulate everyone else's emotions. If you recognized yourself in all 3 signs, comment, "I see it all, right now." Because you do. You see what others miss, feel what others ignore, and carry what others can't handle. And that's not a curse. That's a calling. The burden that became a blessing. But here's what nobody tells generational guardians. The same gift that makes family gatherings hell makes everything else heaven. Your sensitivity in your family feels like punishment. Your sensitivity in the world feels like a superpower. You can read people's true intentions. You can sense danger before it arrives. You can feel God's presence when others feel nothing. You can spot fake friends from across the room. You can comfort people in ways that heal their soul. That's not coincidence. God spent years developing your spiritual muscles in the hardest gym possible, your own home. Every time your family called you crazy for feeling too much, God was training your prophetic gift. Every time they said you were imagining things, God was sharpening your discernment. Every time they made you feel wrong for being right, God was preparing you to stand alone in truth. You weren't being punished in that family. You were being prepared by that family. Think about it. The person who can handle your family's dysfunction can handle anything. The person who can love people who don't understand them can love anyone. The person who can forgive people who never apologized can heal the world. Your family was your training ground. The world is your mission field. Breaking the pattern versus breaking the family. Now here's where most people get confused. They think breaking generational patterns means breaking relationships with family. Wrong. Breaking patterns means you stop participating in the dysfunction, not that you stop loving the people trapped in it. You can love your mum and refuse to take on her anxiety. You can love your dad and not carry his anger. You can love your siblings and not enable their excuses. Love doesn't mean carrying what isn't yours. Love means being healthy enough to show them what healthy looks like. See, your family is watching you even when they're criticizing you. They're studying your peace when they're creating chaos. They're secretly hoping you succeed where they failed. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not this year, but one day, someone in your family is going to have a breakdown. And guess who they're going to call? The crazy one, the too sensitive one, the one who always saw what they were trying to hide. Because deep down, they know you're the one with the answers. They know you're the one with the strength. They know you're the one who won't judge them when they finally admit they need help. That moment, when they finally see your gift instead of just your difference, that's when everything changes. That's when the black sheep becomes the shepherd. That's when the problem becomes the solution. But you can't wait for that moment to start walking in your purpose. You have to start now. So here's my final word to you, generational guardian. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Stop apologizing for seeing clearly. Stop pretending you're broken when you're actually the breakthrough your bloodline has been praying for. Your sensitivity is not your weakness. It's your weapon against generational trauma. Your questions are not rebellion. They're revolution. Your refusal to accept dysfunction is not the problem. It's the solution your family desperately needs. You are not too much. They are too little. Too little courage to face truth. Too little strength to handle change. Too little faith to believe healing is possible. But you have enough for all of them. And that's exactly why God put you there. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment below, I am the breakthrough. Not for me, not for the algorithm, but for every ancestor who died hoping someone in the family would be brave enough to break the pattern. When you type those words, you're not just leaving a comment, you're making a declaration. You're telling heaven, I accept my assignment, I embrace my gift, I am ready to be the change my family needs. And when you do that, watch what happens. Watch how your family starts shifting. Watch how your peace disturbs their chaos. Watch how your healing starts healing everyone around you. You were born for this moment. The question is, are you ready to step into it? I am the breakthrough. Type it, mean it, live it, and welcome to your real family, the family of pattern breakers who refuse to let the past determine the future. Your time is now.